ambush this boyo. Oh, he's ready for a fight. He's ready for a fight. Well.
I won't show mercy if you get in my way.
Yeah, all right, everybody. We are here today taking a look at the latest offering from 𝑩𝒂𝒔𝒆𝒅, otherwise known as NIS America. But this right here is the follow-up to Labyrinth of Refrain. This is Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society. Now, if you've played the first game, or even if you haven't, essentially this now series of game is a dungeon crawling experience. Essentially, you get to build up your troops, different classes, different skills, you dungeon dive, you fall very, very harshly to foes, but then you pick yourself back up and you do better. Now, this is a type of game as well that if you're, say, a fan of Disgaea, Prinny, etc., etc., it's a game that'll be kind of familiar because obviously the same developers, so you'll notice that familiarity for a fact, character art styles and stuff like that. Now, let's get to it as soon as possible. Keep in mind, based on the type of game this is, it's very text heavy at the start, so we'll do a little bit of skipping forward here and there. Let's get to it.
Oh, I'm almost there. I'm so excited, I just can't hold it in anymore. Wow.
All right, little missy, we're here.
Wait, I know. It's Galleria Manor.
No sooner had the words left her mouth than the young woman had leapt from the carriage, a large trunk of belongings in her arms.
Now, missy, I heard there ain't been anyone living in this old manor for a while now. You sure you're in the right place? Carriages never come out this far. This ain't really the kind of place a pretty little thing like you should be hanging around. Not to mention, I heard rumors that come nightfall, all kinds of horrible creatures and evil spirits start a-prowling.
Huh?
Missy? Something wrong?
Huh? Oh no. I'm sorry, I just suddenly got the feeling someone was watching me.
What? Hey now! Don't go spooking me like that! But looking at this here gate, I can't help but feel all them rumors ain't just rumors. I can stick around a bit, in case you want to go back.
The coachman pulls out a cigarette and begins searching his pockets for his tinderbox.
Oh no, that's quite all right. I was actually called by the owner to come work here starting today. Thank you very much for the ride, sir. Please be careful on your way back.
Hey, ain't you forgetting something, missy?
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. Here you go, the rest of the fare.
Thank you kindly. Well then, I'll be off. You be careful out here too.
After handing the man a bag of silver coins, the young woman gleefully runs off to the manor.
Sheesh, no woman's daughter like her having to come to this backwater for work? Tough times.
2 hours later.
Now then, shall we finally get started?
I mean, you're preaching to the choir here, Madam Martha. Alright, everybody. We're gonna probably more than likely do a bit of a cut forward here in post-editing. I will leave the intro cutscene when Eureka arrives, but then we'll cut forward here, which is when we're ready to actually dive into our very first dungeon. Long story short, though, Eureka does indeed meet Madam Martha, who's not really the owner of the manor, allegedly. She only works for the owner of the manor. But before she will employ us to work at the manor, we have to dive into the gallery and see if we're worthy. So that's where we're going to pick up from here, which is going to dump us into our very first dungeon and some gameplay finally. So, as she says this, Madam Martha pulls out a strangely shaped lantern.
Wow, what a beautiful lantern.
It was a success. Here, take a look at this.
All of a sudden, parchments fly out of the lantern de Phantasmagoria. Casting magic from the labyrinth on the papers transforms it into human-sized puppet soldiers in an instant. So we're going to start off with a couple of default ones. We'll eventually get to build our own. Okay. Red marker. We'll ignore that for now. Now up there where it says safe, that'll kind of give you an idea when enemies are coming to you. As you can see right now, it says incoming.
Always be ready.
In case you're wondering, I'm playing the Switch version. This is available on pretty sure every single console. But today we're doing Switch. I'll figure out how to play the game. You know, it's not my first dungeon crawl. Now our skills, we don't really, I think right now we just have like, just fortify and heals. But right now we're fine. What we're going to focus on is just a couple of attacks here. And take out. This is very important, this mismatch. What this is letting us know is that our character, with whatever weapon they have, cannot reach the enemy from this point. So it's going to be not the full amount of damage we normally would be able to do. Press down. Now we could all go and focus on this one here.
Our victory! Yay!
Now I think if you actually perish in the dungeon without getting out before your entire party dies, you can revive your party members. Especially because I think if they die, sometimes they have a chance of losing parts of their body, not dying completely. But mana gets lost if you do perish in combat completely. So if you feel like you're not looking too good, you definitely want to make sure you get out of the dungeon before you lose everything and have nothing to show for it once you get back. Again, for now we're going to go ahead and just do this. We're essentially trying to get to a story battle. Is what we're kind of going to right now. So everything here along the way is
Target stunned.
not too much of a problem for us. Now once we get to the story battle, it'll be fine because then we'll be able to create our own puppets there to our own liking. Right now I'm not really crazy about this spread that they've given us here. So we do have a door through here. Pop this open, great. And I do believe you get rewarded as well if you're fairly OCD such as I am. I'm kind of like not doing it right now because I'm recording a video, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing this. But you get passive rewards. I forget where exactly. I think it's that bar that says progress right there. Yeah, you see how it went up 52 right now and 53? Essentially, the more you uncover the map, every single block, you get rewarded. But again, I won't waste their time doing that here because we already had enough story. Now we have another reward here, Poison Tonic. So I'm thinking more than likely the battle that I spoke of should be... Oh, not through there. There's a possibility it might be randomized. No, here it is. It is randomized though. Because when I took this out for a spin myself, well, the map layout was completely different. Now here, whenever you see that green glow, you could actually get a random amount of mana. It's basically a slot roll. 32 is fairly terrible because I saw a couple of hundreds there. Now, is this the actual fight though? I could be wrong. We'll figure it out. Oh, that wasn't a fight itself. It was just teaching me about combat, even though we already technically have been doing combat. We have unlocked the doors somewhere, it does seem. Bronze guitar. Oh, those give me a bit of nostalgia. Oh, there's another green glow right there. So guitars were my assassin weapons back in my MMO days. Boomer Ragnarok Online. Come on. Can't land 100. Alright, let's see. Oh, here it is. No, so you know what? It's the same map for the tutorial one. It's not randomized. These type of games, you have randomized maps, but this here is what I expected to happen. So, let's get out of the way now. Before the door stands an avian monster, emanating a witchly aura. It seems to be troubled by the door not opening. It's a Wickard. The monster notices you and lets out a shrilly cry, then leaps off deep into the labyrinth. The ground rumbles as a giant monster appears. Seems as though the avian monster summoned it here. Great. Guess you're in for a fight.
Overture!
Now, do you think I will do good against this, creature? Of course I will, right? Obviously, this would not be a scripted battle where you're supposed to get your ass kicked. Of course not, I mean, that was just a lucky hit on Claris, that one hit kill. Okay, yeah, you're supposed to lose this one. Which gives you the opening to start making your own puppets afterwards. So right now, let's just throw them off to, there you go.
Damn it.
Throw them to the wolves. That's your introduction to I Like It. By the way, Labyrinth of Galleria, the Moon Society. After you got your ass kicked.
Sounds like you see something.
An eyeball? A huge eyeball? It bit me! Ah! A giant mushroom!
Mind you, she's seeing everything that's going on in Labyrinth through us, because we're the ones that actually dive into the Labyrinth as the Flame, Fanti, with the meat puppets. But basically, she sees everything on the outside that we're experiencing inside.
Fanti's underground, but I think I can feel its presence.
The Lanterne de Phantasmagorie senses Eureka's strong presence. You do feel like you can return.
It's not coming back. Did it not work?
You did it! Both you and Fanti pass. For now.
Huh? But Fanti still hasn't...
Why don't you take a look in that mirror over there?
Huh? Ah! Something's on my head! Why?
It's able to stay here by using you as a tether to this realm. In plainer terms, your souls have fused.
Okay, so with that out of the way, it's time for us to get to building here. So, yeah, I'll figure it out, Doug. Just stop tutorializing me, please. Craft Puppet. Small Soul. We have the Rapid Venators, the Wonder Corsair, the Pier Fortress, Theatrical Star, Shino Mashira, and the Aster Crow. So let's see, I'm gonna go ahead for a fact, and I believe the Shino Mashira are like our Berserkers class, and I need a Berserker in my squad. But we're gonna go with, obviously, the fan service here, how could we not? So, those are the stats. What do we have for appearance? We have one completely wrapped up, you know, for the modern day problematic fan. And then we have, oh, of course, VTuber Sharp Teeth. Let's go with that one. I'm pretty sure that one works well with people. And then we could switch the colors as well, huh? Kind of like blue. I kind of like blue. Let's go with blue. So you will be first one. This game is very in-depth when you create your puppets, because you could, again, go with the colors and everything. You could change the nature, which will affect, as you can see down there, stats, report, and fighting style. The voices, that stuff doesn't do it. Favorite, however, will. It's basically their favorite things. Essentially, you'll be able to like find food that they probably favor or something. Stanzas. It goes really, really in-depth. And all these things are very important because they will actually affect the overall stats and skills that your class gains. So if you're looking to min-max, you might want to, you know, Google yourself a little spreadsheet somewhere and see, like, you know, if I'm building the best Shino Mashira, what would be the best stand, skill selection, lucky number, flavor text. Nature in particular is a big one when it comes to this. You can see here we have brave, pure, wise, reckless. And I believe you could choose 2 different natures. You have a perverted one. Are you saying that's the one that I should get for myself? And what are you getting at? Huh? Well, how dare you? Excitable, but excitable but perverted.
Yes!
Appearance, right. So these are the top 3. You know what? Let's go with the short bobby haircut here. Let's get our ranger over here. So appearance. Short hair on that one. Sure, let's go with the pigtails, why not? Color on you. Blue we already got. We already got a blonde too. We could go brunette. Or kind of brunette. Do kind of brunette, sure. I was also able to equip on Noelle the guitar that we found. So I removed her lance that she had, which would have let her attack from the back. but the guitar was a little bit stronger. So her efficiency with that is apparently an A. So it's actually not a bad thing. Now this should be the same dungeon we were just in. Now we gotta see if we can get strong enough to beat that big dude that rocked us first, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. We do have to level up our characters and maybe add some more units to our squad, obviously. If we lost with 5, could you imagine 3? We're gonna pick up a wooden sight. We also now have the ability to see the enemies too. And hopefully ambush them. You could technically ambush them from the backside. This guy fully is aware of where we're at, so it's gonna be a front-on battle. Oh, actually, so surprising. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm surprised that we surprised them. So, Noelle, you're gonna be doing guitar. And as you can see now, we don't have that mismatch anymore because we have units with the proper location they're supposed to be at with the proper weapons as well. Nice, 2 hits. And that should do that.
All I did was fulfill my duty.
So on top of the ability to see enemies now that we were given, we also now could jump. Yeah, so over here is where we got rocked. Don't necessarily want to have that happen again. So instead, let's use our jump ability now. Thanks you. Yeah, I'll figure out that when I see the word jump with the button prompt, I should probably hit that button for us to jump. I mean, I know I would probably wouldn't have figured it out on my own, so I do appreciate the tutorial. Let me know. Let's see here. What do we got? I feel like we're starting to run a little bit longer with this video already as it is. I'm not even sure how long I've been recording because there's been so many cutscenes in between. And see, I'm personally not skipping them for the video. I'm recording everything and I'm gonna in post-editing see what I should leave in that makes sense. And what obviously I want to cut out that is just filler. So I've already been recording quite a bit. We got a training lance over here. We'll see if that's better in the guitar. Excuse me, my friend. Can you stop fleeing? Vanguard and rearguard. Yeah, I already explained that. Enemies up front, or the units up front. So that's why we surprised it last time, because it hadn't given us the exclamation mark. This time, he had enough time to actually know that we were coming. Okay. That said, we don't have any special things, just instant aid. That seems to be everything they start off with. So once they level up more, and we pump some mana into them, they'll start learning some unique skills for their classes. Right now, let's get rid of, was that dude named Cockahead?
Yep.
Is this lens that we picked up better than the bronze guitar? Or the sight, for that matter. Ooh, training lens is definitely better. And then we can move her to the back too. Way, way better. And then you can actually do a sight. Well, let's give it a try, why not? Okay, let's see what we got through here. Oh, we got some stairs down. So let's see, this area actually offers different enemies, probably stronger ones. What is this, a heal? Oh, it's just a big mana one. Ooh. Alright, I saw that 400. I was like, come on, don't tell me I missed the 400. Enemy there, and also an event. Could we ambush this boyo? Oh, he's ready for a fight. He's ready for a fight. Well,
I won't show mercy if you get in my way.
The pin I slash. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, we got nothing. Oh, the liberation thing is gone. So I guess you could only build it up per battle. If you don't use it in the battle, it goes away. Oh, okay. Well, see, that I wasn't aware of. So if we build it up right now, we'll unleash it. Not effective. Very effective. Okay. Let's see. You might want to... Just might want to. A little instant aid. You attack, and you attack.
Survival of the fittest.
That sight that we
won.
put on Kathy is just destroying dudes. Forget the double mauls, man. That sight's doing work. Gets a slash meat from that too. Let's head towards that event right there. And I guess we'll probably start ranking up here, guys. I know, in terms of progress, we were kind of limited by story, but at least you kind of understand. I mean, it's a dungeon crawl, so I'm not exactly sure how fun this type of game is to actually just view for yourself. But at the very least, you can use the video as a way to see, like, hey, if it's something I like, I might want to pick up for myself. Have you noticed that the progress point's on the right side of the screen? Yes, I've already mentioned that as well. When you leave the dungeon, as a matter of fact, I mean, there's still plenty to explore. My team is completely healthy, but let's see, or at least let's show off what happens if you decide to just, hey, let's get out of here right now. So for instance, we could go back to the entrance, or we could use this, the Witch's Bell, which you could actually purchase as well. It takes you back to the base, but you get at least 10% of your obtained mana. So say you're like in a pinch and you don't think you can make it back, pop one of those. And we get compensated. Okay, tutorial. You got it. Either way, there you guys have it. This has been Labyrinth of Galleria, the second in the Labyrinth series. I have a link for you down below in case you want to check it out for yourselves. It's available on everything. I'm playing the Switch version here and I notice absolutely no performance hit. You'd imagine at least the Switch could do a dungeon crawler at the very least when, you know, it's not like a lot of action going on. But if it's something that you enjoy and you're into the 𝑩𝒂�𝒆𝒅 games, you kind of notice the style, right? It's something that's probably be up your alley. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time.